Hi guys, in this episode of Trail of Curiosity, as you can see by the title, I'm gonna be reacting to the final ever trailer for The Walking Dead. It's time. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I don't really feel too much sadness on the fact that The Walking Dead is ending at this point. Like, we only have like 8 episodes left, and this is gonna be the final trailer we get for the main show. And I think the reason why is because I just haven't been too much into the final season. It's not like it's been bad, it's just that for a final season, it really hasn't had the weight that I think it should have, you know? But it's been decent. Like, if it was any other season, I think I would have enjoyed it, but I don't know, I feel like season 9 had more hype than season 11. Though, who knows, maybe this trailer is going to make me excited about the final season. I really hope so, or at least specifically for the final 8 episodes, because we already are 16 episodes in, and it's been, like I said, kind of decent for the most part, just not really that exciting. So yeah, I guess without further ado, let's get into the trailer and see how I'm gonna feel about it, see what cool things we're gonna see in the trailer. If there's gonna be anything really shocking, and then we're gonna be going over it shot by shot to see if I missed anything. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the reaction in 3, 2, 1.
This isn't for me. Was it ever?
Of course, we're gonna harken back to the beginning and all we've been through. Dude, what a journey. At some point in the future, I will be reacting to The Walking Dead on the channel. Because yeah, I've seen it, and I remember most of it, but I still want to cover it on the channel, in terms of like reviewing and kind of, reacting to it.
Thank you for coming. I hope so.
The hell?
I have a lot to say.
We need to find who is being responsible to anybody.
We're running out of time. You wanna die quick? You wanna die screaming?
Okay, there's some really cool shots. Like, it seems like all the budget was in these final 8 episodes.
Was it ever? You go after the mountains, I'll crush you. No matter how real things look, this is not gonna be happening. Tell them what's to say, as long as she's still breathing. You know who I am?
Dude, this seems so epic.
This world is broken.
This isn't the future my mom and dad fought for.
I wish things were how you want one, baby. I have to keep you safe. The hell is gonna pay down.
Dude, this seems so much better than the first 16 episodes. What the hell? And I also think we actually saw, for the first time, like an actual establishing shot for the Commonwealth. Dude, I can't wait to go through it shot by shot. There's so much to see.
Heard stories, walkers that can climb walls and open doors. I was never sure if they were just stories.
Oh shit! The walkers are evolving, guys! God damn it. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's a good trailer. I think there's a lot of cool shots, a lot of things we can talk about. It definitely feels like most of the budget for this season was in these final episodes. But to be honest, the trailers for The Walking Dead are always much better than the actual season, so Yeah. Maybe it's gonna be just as good as the season has been so far, who knows, but it does seem at least slightly upped. Because for crying out loud, we actually saw an establishing shot of the Commonwealth. Something we should have seen, I don't know, 8 episodes ago at the very least. But we haven't, so yeah, there's that. And yeah, by far the most exciting thing that we see in this trailer, or the thing that personally excites me the most, is the mentioning of the evolving walkers at the end there. It is really cool, and the way that we see that the walker grabs over the wall and the doorknob turning, yeah, that is pretty fucking cool. And it also kind of starts to make sense why we had that episode, was it episode 6 this season? I think, yeah, it was, right? The one with the Pharaoh people, or whatever it was. That was a cool episode. But yeah, now we're gonna have to go through the trailer shot by shot, because there's a lot of shots that I want to see and take a closer look at, because there's a lot going on in this trailer. So yeah, let's start it off. Okay, so here in the beginning we have some shots that we already saw in the teasers, I think, that were released at the final episode of the third of the season. I'm pretty sure I did a reaction even to them. Then we have a shot of Rosita possibly dying, or at least getting bit. Yeah, we've already been kind of expecting that, so nothing too surprising here. Negan probably fighting Mercer here, because it does seem like he looks like very much like how he looks in that scene that we saw in the teaser where he talks to Mercer. Then a new shot of Maggie with a gun, but I just can't stop on it. Maggie with a gun surrounded by Commonwealth soldiers. I wonder what that's about. Are they with her or against her? I can't really tell. Then we have some harkening back to the beginning, which is cool, but it's honestly just an emotional manipulation, if I gotta be honest. Don't really care about all of these shots. I want to get to the new stuff. 11 seasons have all led to this. That's a pretty cool tagline, but to be honest, I don't really think the ending is going to be that exciting per se. It's not really going to feel like it was always building up to this. I'm curious what this thing is about. That might actually be the thumbnail for this video. We'll see, because it does look really fucking cool. But I wonder who is he talking to, because it really feels like he's talking to the audience. Then we have a shot of sewers? It sure fucking looks like sewers. I wonder if those are sewers under the Commonwealth, maybe. It does feel very much like the beginning of the season, with like the metro line and the metro car with all those zombies and stuff. Like, that was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. Like, visually, this season of The Walking Dead definitely has a distinct visual that I kind of like, I don't know, it's weird. I feel like I will only be able to have a proper opinion on this final season of the show once the show is done, and once I watch it again, you know, and binge it through, which probably is going to be whenever I cover it on the channel, because like I said, I want to cover it on the channel at some point in the future. Most likely I will be reviewing it though. I mean, reacting to it, because at this point in time, I've decided that whatever I want to cover on the channel in terms of TV shows and movies, it's just more beneficial for me to do a reaction to it rather than just simply review it, because I get to say things that I would otherwise forget in a review, and it just makes more money, because people are more interested to watch reactions rather than reviews. So yeah, I'll probably react to it at some point. Even though I've watched it before, I remember most of it, but I still think we can get something cool out of it, you know? It would be more so like a commentary rather than a reaction per se. But yeah, pretty cool visuals here, I gotta say. Really cool shot of Daryl riding his motorcycle in a unique location for The Walking Dead. Like, we haven't seen anything like that before, I feel like. I think this might be like one of the locations in the Commonwealth or near the Commonwealth, because this looks very similar to That one location in which Eugene and Rosita talked about Stephanie dumping Eugene in one of the episodes. I think it was in the second third of the season. Then we have a cool shot of everybody standing around a fire. That is pretty cool. So that's Daryl, Connie, Gabriel, Carol, Maggie, and I can't quite tell who that is. Is it Rosita? I can't tell. I really can't tell. Yeah, we've seen that shot before. Some interesting shots at Alexandria, the Commonwealth, I guess, taking over maybe. So that's Lydia and Elijah. Who the fuck are they looking at? I think those are just walkers, but again, really cool looking locations. Like, this is like some kind of a campground. I would like that. It looks really cool. Okay, so some shots of walkers and Hornsby, I guess, getting ambushed. People getting buried, it seems like. That's Carol and Hornsby, right? Being captured by Commonwealth soldier. Well, not really captured, but found, I guess I should say. So Daryl and Carol doing some action stuff, it seems like, because I'm pretty sure they are the ones driving in the car, right? Yep, that's definitely them. Man, it's been so long we've seen driving cars in The Walking Dead. I don't know, it feels kind of weird, because what was the last time we saw that? In like 2018? So it's been like 4 years. Holy shit. It's been a while, man. And the pandemic makes things feel even further away, because the world was so far different in like 2019 compared to even like the beginning of 2020. Like the world hasn't been the same since the beginning of 2020. So yeah, really cool shot of a lot of walkers, a herd of walkers, but we finally get an establishing shot of the Commonwealth. Something we should have seen a long time ago. But again, like I said, I guess they were saving up the budget for the final episodes. So a shot of Magna and Connie, a shot of Mercer, a shot of Hornsby, Lydia and Elijah, Jerry and his kids running away, and somebody there, but I can't tell who that is. I think that's Judith. No, what am I saying? And his kids. It's Aaron's daughter, RJ, and Judith. That's definitely Judith in the background there. There's Eugene. There's Connie and Kelly and Daryl. I'm pretty sure that's in Alexandria because that looks like the walls. Okay, there's Ezekiel, there's Aaron and Jerry. Man, Judith has grown up so much. And I know that Kaylee, the actress for Judith, she's like 15 or something. I think she's like 2007's kid. So yeah, she's like 15. And yet she doesn't necessarily look 15, but she's definitely going through that growth spurt that also Chandler went through in like season 4 to like season 8. Because like in season 8, he was supposed to be 15, but he looked straight up like 19 or some shit. Which is, I think, how old he was, or about how old he was. Because I think he's like only like 1 year older than me, which makes him 23 this year. But yeah, she's grown so much even from the beginning of the season till now. Which makes sense because it took them a while to shoot this season, you know? Man, I really love they reuse her at some point, even in like a Tales of the Walking Dead episode, which by the way I will be reacting to that trailer next, so stick around for that. But yeah, I would really love to see Kaylee Fleming as Judith in the future, whenever she grows up even more. Because I really like her as Judith, and I don't know if I necessarily will like some other actress as this character whenever, if they want to do like a grown-up version of her. Yeah, let's continue. So some shots of Magna, that's Connie. Okay, shot of Kelly. We've seen that shot. There's Negan and Maggie, but I can't tell where they are, whether they're in Alexandria or the Commonwealth. I've seen that before, but I don't know if it was in like a promo or whatever. I think it was in that teaser before that I again reacted to. Okay, so we have Daryl holding Hornsby hostage. Not surprising. he would want to kill him. So that's fucking Sebastian. But who is beating him up? I'm pretty sure in the trailer you can see, I think. Or at least it looks like maybe Negan is beating him up. Although Negan is definitely fighting somebody because he's bloodied up. And I really hope that he's not so angry because somebody killed Anne or Annie. I don't remember her name. Because I feel like it would be such a dumb plot to introduce a character who gets into a relationship with Negan and even carries his kid only to kill them and not have him have the kid. I don't know, that just feels very dumb. Like, I'm okay with killing her, but keep the kid. Because otherwise, what would be the point of that plot? Like, what was the point of giving Negan a kid, a possible kid, if you're just gonna take it away before he even gets to this world, you know? I wonder if he's beating up Sebastian. The trailer definitely tries to make it seem so, but I don't think that's gonna be the case. So, Negan, I guess, masking as a Whisperer again. That's pretty cool. He's getting really good at that. Okay, some action fighting with the Commonwealth and cars, like something that we haven't seen in The Walking Dead that much. Hopefully it's going to be better than the Season 8 action like that. So there's Yumiko and Magna fighting hand by hand against a lot of walkers. There's Connie, there's Ezekiel, there's Eugene, there's... what was her name? It started with M, right? I don't remember her name. God damn it, I'm forgetting it. Sorry. So Daryl takes out a Commonwealth soldier with his bike, of course. Carol shooting a badass gun. Rosita almost dying. Maggie holding a kid, it seems like? I wonder who that is supposed to be. Is it supposed to be somebody we know? Because I don't think so. But it seems like it's supposed to be kind of important, but yeah, I don't know. Pretty cool badass bike though. Man, that gives me some Last of Us vibes. So that's Darwin, I'm pretty sure that's Connie because it looks like her beanie and hair. So we have Jerry here in the background. He looks a little bit like Cole. Remember Cole? He was such a great addition to the cast for all of those seasons that he was in, right? But that looks pretty cool. Then Eugene in the prison again. That's definitely in Alexandria. Probably when they've defeated the Commonwealth because these guys all seem to have removed their masks. So I'm assuming that's when they've won. Okay, that's a Whisperer mask, and I'm pretty sure that's Aaron because it looks like his flannel or whatever. Daryl with Rick's gun. A cool walker contraption. Then there's Elijah and Lydia with a lot of walkers at the campground, which looks pretty cool. There's Jerry as well. I'm pretty sure Aaron is there as well. That looks gnarly. Also, a Commonwealth soldier getting ripped apart. Mercer. Kelly. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's Diane. That looks like Maggie, Princess, Kelly, Magna, Ezekiel. God damn it, I forget her name. Like, the real Stephanie, let's go with that. They're running away from something, but you can't quite make it out what it is. I don't think there's a shot in which you can see. It's gotta be a lot of walkers. There isn't anything that we can see here, so it's a good question what it is. Some creepy looking walkers. That looks like a really interesting and unique walker, I gotta say. Okay, that's a cool action scene. That looks like Gabriel, and based on that weapon, I'm pretty sure it's Rosita. And that is, I think, the location where she is hanging on the wall, so that's gonna be a cool action scene. Hopefully she's gonna land on a dumpster. So Mercer and Princess, Rosita and her baby are running from something. Eugene being a badass again. Kelly and Connie. Gabriel looking badass. Elijah looks like he might die. So does Kelly. There's a potential for Aaron to die as well. That's a really interesting shot. I wonder what that's about. Why are Judith and Dario laying like that? I really like that though. God, who would have thought? Who would have fucking thought when they started watching this show that these two would be like the best characters of this show and would have been like the bond that keeps the show going? I definitely wouldn't have. But I fucking love them. For me, they're like genuinely like Ellie and Joe, but better. I really like that because this is in live action. Like, this is in live action, so I'm even able to resonate with it more. I don't think I'll resonate as much in the live action Last of Us, which might be something that I react to on the channel. We'll see how I've developed my channel until that point. Because I usually don't like reacting to things that are still going. I prefer to react to things that are long being done, you know? That's why I'm kind of waiting for The Walking Dead to be over and then to re-watch it on the channel. But yeah, that's a cool shot. I'm curious to see what that's about. There's Eugene being held by Commonwealth soldiers again. Gabriel looking badass. Aaron looking scared. Ezekiel and a bunch of nobodies just standing around and looking horrified. Mercer. I don't remember your name. Lydia. I wish we got more of Lydia this season, man. She's been like the best character that was added in the show in the last couple of seasons. I fucking loved her. And her actress, oh my god. Cassidy McClincy, I think her name was. She's so goddamn good, man. Connor looking awesome with that longer hair. We can't find the shot though. Oh, found it. Come on. There it is. There's Kelly. There's Yumiko. Okay, Rosita very much looks like she's dying. There's that shot from the beginning of the trailer again. Here we know that Daryl is carrying Judith though, because there have been leaked shots, I think, or whatever, or in the promos. I don't remember. I just know I've seen a shot in which he carries somebody and you can see who it is. It's either Judith or, well, it can't be Lydia. I don't think. I'm pretty sure it's Judith. It's gotta be Judith. It just makes sense for it to be Judith. Probably she's gonna be taking that character's role from the comic book, which is certainly gonna be a remix of the story, and I'm sure fans are gonna love that fact, that it's gonna be a remix like that. And then here at the end, I just want to hear it again, man.
Heard stories. Walkers that can climb walls and open doors.
I was never sure if they were just stories.
Dude, I love the way that is portrayed here with like the ominousness. I love it. I can't wait to see more of that. I wonder if there's going to be more of that in the Tales of the Walking Dead trailer. I really hope so. So I guess they are doing the walkers are evolving shtick now for real. I wonder if it's genuinely because they saw how hyped people were about that concept back in like season 9 with the when the Whisperers were first introduced. Which, man, brings me the fuck back to season 9. God, I can't wait to talk about season 9 whenever I react to this show on the channel. Because, God, it's so fucking good. Like, season 9 is probably my favorite season of this show. It's so good. And then Angela Kang screwed it up in season 10 for whatever reason. I don't know why. I really don't know what was about season 7 season 9 that made it so good. Just like how for Fear the Walking Dead, I don't understand what about season 6 in the production side of things made it so good compared to season 7. And season 7 still wasn't that bad, but it was worse than 6. Just like how 10 was worse than 9 for the main show, you know? But yeah, I love the ominousness of this statement. I wonder how much evolving of the walkers we're gonna see. Also, what the hell is this location? This looks more something that you would see either on Tales or Fear. Then we have a walker that can climb, a walker that can open doors, and then a walker that again can climb. And you know, I just want to say this: the you can definitely argue these both ways, but I think the showrunners or the production or the people in power at AMC are so fucking lucky that Frank Darabont did what he did in the first season, in the sense of making the walkers smarter than what they were in the comic books, where they were just walking corpses with no ability to like pick up stuff and open doors and climb and everything. They're so lucky that Frank Darabont did those stuff in the first season, because with them reintroducing this shit in this final season and in the whole universe of The Walking Dead as a whole, it makes it feel like it was planned from the fucking beginning. Like, it feels like a bookend. And it's only because Frank Darabont did it in the beginning. But I can definitely see some people arguing that Frank Darabont was smart about doing that in the beginning, and they should have done it more. But I would argue against that, because as cool of a concept as it is to have the walkers be smarter and stronger and be able to do shit like pick up stuff and climb and everything, that's just not what the walkers in The Walking Dead are. So at least when it comes to adapting the story from the comic book, I definitely would be against making them smarter. But now that we are basically done with the story of The Walking Dead in the comic book, I'm okay with them deviating from it more, because we still got the adaptation of it and we can still now expand on it more. And I'm sure decades from now, maybe somebody is going to adapt it again, possibly in animation form. So hopefully, probably we're still gonna get our adaptation, especially depending on how successful Invincible is. I can definitely see them wanting to adapt The Walking Dead into a cartoon format as well at some point. I definitely would watch that shit. Although I don't know how the rights for that would work, whether AMC would have the rights or whether still Robert Kirkman retains the rights if he wants to do an animation form of it. I don't know. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. And I'm actually most excited, like I said, about that. But yeah, overall, I will say I'm slightly disappointed with this trailer, because there's not much that really makes me hyped. There's not much that really gives me information and things to be hyped about. Like, sure, it seems like it's gonna be action-packed. It seems like the budget's gonna be higher than what we had in the last 16 episodes. But at the end of the day, man, I don't know. It just, like I said, the only thing that really actually excites me about this is the possibility of the evolving walkers. Like, that is by far the most exciting thing, and seeing how the characters are gonna react to it. And also where the story is gonna end, I guess, so we can kind of get an idea of how the ending of The Walking Dead is gonna flow into Isle of the Dead and the untitled Daryl European spin-off. But yeah, what did you guys think about this trailer? Comment your thoughts down below, let's have a discussion about it. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 3 patrons on Patreon: Deadpool, August Dice, and Little Uzi. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me that you have decided to support me and have continued to support me for such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And now, before we end this video, I just want to talk about something to you guys very quickly, which some of you may or may have not noticed before or know about me. That being the fact that I am trans. And yes, this may come as shocking to some of you, because I don't really flaunt it that much on my channel, or at least I feel like I don't. Outside of like my K-pop reactions, which is where I feel like the most comfortable being myself like this. And yeah, I am in fact trans. I'm not necessarily full-on male to female, but I heavily want to transition to being pretty female. I do consider myself more non-binary though, or maybe gender fluid would be the best descriptor as well, because I do have occasional moments where I feel fine being like just a normal guy, but most of the time, like right now, I do feel very dysphoric. And that's why I'm asking you guys for any help that you can give me, because my situation right now, I don't really see any way outside of you guys' help. Because, and this is gonna be kept short and concise, I live with my parents. They're never going to accept me as a trans person. They just never will. And as a matter of fact, back when I started the YouTube channel, I was actually kind of slightly starting my transition back then, with like starting to grow out my hair. I even got to DIY HRT, but because my parents started noticing certain things, like my behavior had changed a lot and my clothes had changed a lot, I kind of had to stop doing that, because they were constantly nagging me about cutting my hair and just started to kind of be threatening in a certain way, and felt like they were ashamed of me and everything. And that kind of stress just tired me out to the point where I just gave up. But as dysphoria goes, it just doesn't go away, you know. I still feel like this, and in fact, it's somewhat been intensifying again recently, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. And again, I would really appreciate any amount of support you can give me in regards to this, because I just don't see any way out of this. Because even if I moved out of my parents' house and got myself a job and everything, that's just not gonna work for long-term planning, because once I transition, it's like I probably will not be able to get myself a job, because my country is very transphobic. Nobody gives a shit about LGBT people at all. So there's not even much I can do even in terms of transitioning here. So yeah, I don't know. I just would appreciate any amount of support you can give me, be it monetarily or in any way otherwise. And this is not about boosting my channel or anything, or guilt-tripping you with my sob story. I just wanted to get this off my chest and make my subscribers aware of the situation that I am in, and that I would appreciate anything that you guys can help me out with. It would mean literally everything. Like, for example, a friend that I made after starting this YouTube channel, my good friend Yuri, has been helping me out a lot. And I genuinely might have not been here if it wasn't for him showing up and befriending me. So yeah, this just went a little bit longer than I intended, but I would just really appreciate anything you can support me with. That's kind of ultimately what I'm trying to say. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the link in the description to my Twitter if you don't follow me over there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account, where you can pledge support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with someone who you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye!